for state licensed pre-K through 12th grade teachers, principals, and assistant principals. College and university professors can also get this deal. Sam's Club says it's offering this discount since a lot of educators pay for their
immediately. The thunderstorm starts working in seconds.
Still ahead this morning on Today in Alabama, lawmakers return to the Capitol today. Coming up on a live report details on a special legislative session
Over
going on until last week.
350,000
Hey, what they're hoping
thunderstorms
to get
have
done.
been sold already with
As we head to
thousands of
break, let's get a look
high-powered
at
news
tonight's
online.
primetime
Here's
live.
a
You can
question
watch
we
these
get a
shows
lot.
on
How do I get
WSFA
a deal
12
on
News
the
and
84
Bounce TV,
thunderstorm?
which is
Right now, you can
12.2.
save $200 on 3 thunderstorms for home owner protection. That's 3 units for under $200. Just go to 83deals.com, enter the discount code REDEYE. That's 83deals.com, discount code REDEYE, and you get free shipping.
At Denny's, the value starts at $5.99. Whether you're flying solo or want a chill date night on a budget, or turning up the volume on value with delicious meals that never sacrifice flavor for a good deal. It's time to celebrate with our 70th anniversary buttermilk pancakes. Our favorite brand of 100% wheat bread. Everyone's favorite, super simple. Looking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or late night starting at $5.99? At Denny's, it's dinner time. Prices for this may vary. No substitution.
On Red Radio, and our sponsors are the dealerships for your safety. That's why we're proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been selected by the Swift surpassed the Million Mile Club with preventable accident requirement. By reaching this milestone, you could be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the
Sometimes you are lucky enough to bring your busy baby out with gas. That's why I bring the Busy Baby gas. Big is different. The Busy Baby gas is made using mealtime. It allows your baby to be a part of the social aspects of your life. Activities like brunch, dinner, open days. I don't feel bad about taking baby out. The social interaction is very different. You can bring and take your baby anywhere. I seriously used to stay and
Scheduled for a cap on an in-person show season. Overdrive represents competitive in Southern California. Unavailable warranty online reservations. Access to overdriveonline.com. Navigate to the driver section. Also there, read profiles of each winner.
as a lady, a lot of me, my home with Alexa Smart Home is a huge help. When I get home from a long day and the dogs have left the floor covered in dirt, I tell Alexa to start my iRobot vacuum. Whenever it gets dark and my lights come on, I never have to worry about navigating in the dark. If someone's at my front door, I get notified. Someone is at your front door. I have a routine set up to lock my doors at night, but in case I ever just need to check for peace of mind, Alexa is my front door locked.
Digi Barker in London.
Always.
Pulls
With
out of
Alexa,
the
my
UN
home
broker
is so
deal
much
kept
better for me.
Ukrainian grain of the world's hungriest flowing through Russian patrol borders.
Russia says it
Take
will
it all
return
away.
to the deal
The
with
spotlight,
internet.
the
The
flash,
British
the
broke
gas
last summer
spikes.
allowed UK
This
to
is
the
Breakthrough,
region
the
after
first
Russia's
of its
invasion
kind
of Ukraine.
audio-only
This
singing
deal could have
competition.
an impact on hunger worldwide and food prices, pushing more into poverty. The war in
Third number
Ukraine sent food
54.
commodity prices soaring to record highs last year.
This is literally feels like reality
The
TV.
flood numbers have begun to receive across Pennsylvania after
This is
22
WSFA 12 News.
Cable
Today in Alabama.
reporter Dan Snyder is there.
Good morning and welcome to Today in Alabama. It's a Monday, 6 o'clock right now. This is a live look in Covington County, looking out over Andalusia this morning. You can see the sun trying to peek through the clouds on this Monday morning. Glad you wake up with us on Today in Alabama. I'm Joe Davis. I'm Jasmine Williams. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll get to your headlines in a few, but first, let's begin WSFA First Alert Meteorologist Tyler Seabury. Tyler, you said that sun's going to heat us up this week. Yes, it is. There is going to be a change in terms of the patterns this week, and it's going to be more lower rain chances but higher temperatures. That's what we get as a trade-off for drier weather. Unfortunately, there's got to be something that comes with the dry weather. That's going to be hotter temperatures. Nothing on radar this morning. Everything you see just kind of flickering here is just radar noise. There's no rain, no storms anywhere nearby, and it won't rain today. In all likelihood, everybody will be dry, and that's a trend, by the way. I think today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday are all pretty much dry days, and to string together that many dry days in a row, It doesn't happen in the summer all that often, and usually when it does, it's because it's very hot. What's going to happen is the heat dome that's been out in the southwest that has been baking areas like Phoenix, Las Vegas, Death Valley almost got to 130 yesterday. This is going to shift a little farther east. Notice the darker red encompassing Alabama. That means our temperatures go up, and this will act as a bubble and deflect all rain and storms. So the heat goes up, the temperatures will be very, very hot this week, guys, but the rain chances go down. We'll talk all the details for that in just a bit.
CBS is Bradley Blackburn reporting. One day after unseating Novak Djokovic in the men's tennis final at Wimbledon, Spain's 20-year-old Carlos Alcaraz is still pinching himself.
Who cares? That ain't for us. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? They redraw the district for their own benefit. Not for you, brother. Not for you. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The rest man wanted on Tesla. Oh boy. Good. Curfew. Yes, we need one. Curfew. We need it. Absolutely. You 17 years old, you ain't got no business out there in the streets 12 o'clock at night. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Yeah. Okay.
Jason Aldean was in the middle of a show in Hartford, Connecticut, when he suddenly stopped singing and ran off stage. He later posted a video to social media explaining what happened.
After the show, and just a combination of dehydration and just heat exhaustion.
Aldean says he tried to get through as much of the show as possible, but he looks better now and plans to reschedule soon. William Ricks, CBS News. And finally doing his bit on global warming, a British green energy tycoon says he's launching Britain's first electric airline. Dale Pitt says EcoJet will launch next year with 19-seater plane. Edinburgh and Southampton plans to use kerosene-based fuel for the first year before being retrofitted with hydrogen.
Okay, tomorrow's the last day to register for voting or whatever it is. Okay.
That's why millions of people usually
I love you for so many reasons. Yes. All right, who opened my door? You didn't open my door, did you? Oh, okay. That's okay. I mean, at least I remembered I was over here. All by my lonesome self, where everybody else gets company.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into.
And I
Medishare. Have you heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a
I looked
month?
at some of those
And
numbers
that's
for
huge,
the
but it's also true that people are
screen
way
thing.
more satisfied after making the switch to the customer satisfaction rate.
If somebody actually knew I was here on the audio, I think you're on the air.
Most of your stuff, most of your listeners are through the stream and not through
$3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So, if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need: 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by AC by LaQuire. AC by LaQuire is celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylaquire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylaquire.com. License number 84417.
A dry Monday on the way. That's courtesy of slightly lower humidity. That will keep things partly cloudy and hot within the mid-90s. At least the heat index won't really go above 100, courtesy of the lower humidity. It will still be humid, just not quite as bad as what it has been. For tonight, 70s and dry, upper 90s. Sun and clouds tomorrow, dry. Likely dry Wednesday and Thursday as well, upper 90s to near 100.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Your Monday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Plant, Albany, Greenville. No problems on Highway 80 or 14 coming into Selma. And 231 south out of Wisconsin, north out of Troy. Still very light traffic. Students get a jump start on your college career with dual enrollment at Trinity State. Trinity State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. The missing Hoover woman at the center of a possible abduction investigation returns home this weekend. Mary Russell disappeared Thursday on her way home from work after she reportedly saw a baby on the side of I-459. Police arrived, but there was no sign of Russell. For 2 days, agencies statewide came together looking for her, and Saturday night, she returned home. That investigation is ongoing. After a rash of crimes committed by teens and children, there's a proposed ordinance to implement a citywide curfew in Montgomery. Montgomery City Councilwoman Marsha Johnson is working on the curfew. Kids ages 17 and under. The special session for Alabama's legislature to redraw the state's voting districts starts today. This comes after the Supreme Court ruled that Alabama's current voting districts violate the Voting Rights Act, saying that the state needs 2 majority black districts to reflect the overall population. The deadline to submit that new map is Friday.
Matt Parsley here with a budget public service announcement. Beware of the budget coulda, shoulda, woulda syndrome. I know what you're thinking. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Should have gone to budget with hundreds of units in stock and priced thousands less. 2021 Hyundai Elantras starting at $16,900. Camry, Corolla, Ultima, Maxima, Accord, Civics, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Jeeps, GMC, all on sale. Woulda got special financing with cash.
Morning!
Want to say yes. Yes to
Morning.
Yes to you and not a credit score. Capital One has assigned a special relationship manager for this sale who speaks in yeses. Yes. Local credit union members welcome. The rate starting from 3.9. Coulda got more from my trade-in. Push, pull, or drag it in. Owe too much? Lower your payment? Or just need to sell? Budget finds cars, trucks, vans, SUVs on the spot with local trade-ins starting at $6,900. Budget car and truck sales with two great locations, 61 Mendel Parkway in Montgomery and a new truck center location in Prattville, 508 Queen Smith Road across from Walmart. Shop 24/7, buybudgetonline.com and buybudgetonline.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
He's the voice of the conservative movement. Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset. Refocus on
There's a
your
lot of
day.
commercials over there.
A moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine if you can. It is another day, one more, that you're on top of the ground and the ground is not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 and newsradio1440.com. So download our app and have yourself a great time. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high. Something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is July the 17th, 2023 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, What's My Purpose? Our scriptural insight today comes from 2 Timothy 1 through 5. 2 Timothy 1 through 5 says, I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and your mother, Eunice. Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning. And again, it is July the 17th. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. It is also a day that once it's gone, it won't ever come again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, July the 17th, 2023, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you lived a while, I tell you this every morning because each day is a new beginning. But if you lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy and compassion of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of all of our lives. What are we going to do with them? I don't know, but whatever you do, while you can, for as long as you can, every once in a while, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard of how you live life, you should always be successful. You'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever, ever give up. You never quit, because quitters never win. And while winners may fail at a thing or two, they never quit. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. Well, whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up, because quitters don't win. And winners, they never quit. And no matter what happens to you on this day, July the 17th, remember, this day, like all the others, it is a great day to be alive. What's my purpose? That's our daily bread for today, July the 17th, 2023 AD. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody makes mistakes. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled, What's My Purpose?, was written by Karen Wong. I felt so useless, Harold said, widowed and retired, kids busy with their own families, spending quiet afternoons watching shadows on the wall. He'd often tell his daughter, I'm old and have lived a full life. I have no purpose anymore. God can take me anytime. One afternoon, however, a conversation changed Harold's mind. My neighbor had some problems with his kids, so I prayed for him, Harold said. Later, I shared the gospel with him. That's how I realized I still have a purpose. As long as there are people who haven't heard of Jesus, I must tell them about the Savior. When Harold responded to an everyday, ordinary encounter by sharing his faith, his neighbor's life was changed. In 2 Timothy chapter 1, the Apostle Paul mentions two women who'd likewise been used by God to change another person's life, the life of Paul's young co-worker, Timothy. Lois, Timothy's grandmother, and Eunice, his mother, had a sincere faith, which they'd passed on to him. Through everyday events in an ordinary household, young Timothy learned a genuine faith that was to shape his growth into a faithful disciple of Jesus, and eventually his ministry as leader of the church at Ephesus. No matter what our age, background, or circumstances, we have a purpose to tell others about Jesus. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. Paul, an apostle of Christ Jesus by the will of God, in keeping with the promise of life that is in Christ Jesus. To Timothy, my dear son, grace, mercy, and peace from God the Father and Christ Jesus our Lord. I thank God, whom I serve as my ancestors did, with a clear conscience, as night and day I constantly remember you in my prayers. Recalling your tears, I long to see you, so that I may be filled with joy. I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you also. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, open our eyes and hearts to people around us who need to hear of your love. Give us the opportunity to share the gospel with them. Thank you, Lord. It's in your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Joyce Deakins, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, it's time to rise and shine. Time to get up, time to get up, time to get up. How many times I got to say that? Come on now. And now, let me present to you the choir of the 82nd Airborne. Of course, I am an alumnus of that astute, great organization. That's right. AAA, baby. All American. Get it, get it. Don't open wide. I got a reserve by my side. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. La-di, la-di, la, eh, eh. Hey, la-di, la-di, la, eh, eh. Hey, la-di. Well, the GI grits and the GI gravy, which I made plenty. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. Hey, la-di, la-di, oh. The GI greens and the GI corn. That's right. Cook that too. We're so glad that we're airborne. Oh, la-di, la-di. There we go. All the way. Time to rise and shine. All the way. Okay, it's Monday. It's Monday. Left, right, left. Your left, right. Oh, here we go. 130 rolling down the strip. 64 Rangers on a one-way trip. Somebody get the first sergeant, sergeant major out there. Tell me to get out right now. We don't even know if we're coming home. We don't even know if we're ever coming home. Stand up, hook up. Shuffle to the door. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Jump right out and count to 4. Oh, yeah. And outside, man. Don't open wide. That man don't open wide. I got a loser by my side. You got a reserve. Oh, yeah. And if that one should fail me too, well, look out below, because I'm coming through. Get it, get it. You hit the ground in the middle of the night. And spring right up to a firefight. Oh, fire, oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Run a little, more hay. From myself 50 feet below. Up from myself 50 feet below. Up swims a man with a tab of gold. A back stroke, side stroke, headed for show. Hits the beach, he's ready for war. He hits the beach and he's ready for war. A reach gun came by his side. And these are the tools that he lives by. On a killer search team, a hostage snatch. Motivated. Up in the chute, back into the hatch. Hand to hand combat behind the lines. Hand to hand combat behind the lines. Airborne Ranger just a killing time. Jump through windows, kicking down a wall. Airborne Ranger just having a ball. Up, right, Halt. Ho. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right then. PT's over. Now, let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States. I know, okay, I'm living vicariously with the Ranger guys, okay? I didn't go to school, Ranger school, but I was there supporting the boys. So when they got home, they got back from the weary missions, I made sure they had some hot chow, okay? I fed them all. Good guys, good guys. All right then, I mean, you gotta eat, right? Sooner or later. Although I probably would have been the best Ranger ever known in the Ranger Corps. However, it was the 70s. It was a different time. Anyway, good morning to you. Good morning to you. That's right. Good morning. Hope that they find you well. Also, I want to say good morning to not only the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and Space Force, but also our local heroes, Montgomery Fire Department, and Montgomery Police Department, Aaliyah, Alabama National Guard, and Gunner and Maxwell Air Force Base, and all the people who come from all over the world to be trained by the best. I like to call them our top guns out there on Maxwell and Gunner. And if anybody can get me if anybody out there can give me like a C-141, just one time, park it on the tarmac out there, or C-5 or 130, 123, whichever one. Let me get one more jump out of that thing, then we'll call it a day. Okay, I'm just saying. That chapter will be closed. I got to get one more jump, one more, out the big iron bird. That's all I need is one more jump. I don't care which one it is, C-17, C-5, C, whatever. Oh, and give me one of them new shoes. I like them things. They're kind of light. Okay, I don't need the T10 or the 1- Bravo. Okay, those are good. Back in the day, I like the little square shoots they were using nowadays. You know. All right then. What else I got to tell you guys? That it? Is that it? Nothing else? Okay then. No more Bravo Sierra. All right then. It's a Monday morning. Y'all, if you woke up this morning, you should be blessed and you should be thankful for this day. So that should make you feel good already. Okay, no such things. Listen, there's no such thing as a bad day. Every day is good. There are just some bad things that happen in the day sometimes. Their motto, it's Semper Fidelis. But the Marine Corps couldn't pronounce that, so they had to cut it short to Semper Fi. Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis. Okay, too many syllables for them. But whether it's Semper Fi or Semper Fidelis, it all means the same thing. It means always, not sometimes, not 3 days a week, not every other month, but every day, always faithful. Good morning, Jarheads. Good morning, Willie. Only Marine I really know. Well, I know a couple more too. One more too. Yeah. I could have been a Marine. Anybody want to hear the story one more time? I'm just saying. They stuck it to me. Wasn't my fault. It really wasn't. I wanted me that white hat though. I wonder, can I get one now? Oh well. I guess I never will. They can make me an honorary Marine if they wanted to though. Yes! Yeah, they could. They can make me an honorary Marine if they wanted to. They could, because they stuck it to me. That's okay. There I was in Rome, Georgia, having a good time. Went down there. Okay, you don't even want to hear the whole story again. I know you're tired of hearing. I'm tired of telling it, but it just gets in my crawl. I could have had me a set of them dress blues, that white hat, those white gloves. I could have did it, but they stuck me because they wouldn't let me be airborne. They said I was too short. Now, this is 1977, whenever that was, 75, 79. And I just don't know. They just stuck it. They changed the trajectory of my whole life. Anyway, let's take a break. And I get depressed every time I think about it, okay? I want to go back there right now. I want to go back there and kick me some Marine Corps butt. But I better slow my roll. Kick my butt. We'll be back right after this. You guys have a great morning. This morning to start off all right for me and you too, if you woke up.
KXFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Window World River Region. Increase home value and decrease energy bills with windows, siding, doors, and more from your locally owned Window World. All products made in the USA with convenient financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Search Window World River Region today.
A dry Monday on the way. That's courtesy of slightly lower humidity. That will keep things quiet, partly cloudy, and hot. We'll hit the mid-90s. At least the heat index won't really go above 100, courtesy of the lower humidity. It will still be humid, just not quite as bad as what it has been. For tonight, 70s and dry, upper 90s. Sun and clouds tomorrow, dry. Likely dry Wednesday and Thursday as well, upper 90s to near 100.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues. And like the slow Mondays, no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported that would send you on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Summer is here, and Festival Plaza has it all. Stop by Bougie Nails and Spa, cheer, experience, and more. Festival Plaza, Taylor at Vaughn, a Collier's managed development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
The LeBron James of esports has been sidelined for the foreseeable future. Faker, the most prolific League of Legends player for over a decade, is now out due to an arm injury that he suffered this week. This situation puts his team, T1, in a tight spot, as the championship-winning organization has relied on Faker for such a long time. Will T1 have the roster depth to keep up, or are they dead in the water?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI. Or download the app today.
This summer, spend less time sweating and more time doing with John Deere equipment from SunSouth. Because right now, you can drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth with 0% financing for 84 months, plus get a free iMatch Quick Hitch on select John Deere equipment. Yep, 0% for 84 months, and you get a free iMatch Quick Hitch. Come see us at SunSouth this month, where owning quality John Deere equipment is no sweat. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply, so dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize your car insurance to save hundreds. Here's what those savings sound like in dollar bills. Here's what it sounds like in quarters. And here's what that sounds like in cryptocurrency. Nothing I totally understand. 1010. I am money. Cha-ching. Beat the dollar sign.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary, underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. Affiliates excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. Card from Capital One gives you premium travel experience perfect for seeing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Presented by Capital One. Oh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. But Sam, I can't.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit
baby. Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay, you know it's Monday, and you know what happens on Mondays? We give you the audio version of something that'll motivate your day, and today is no different. So here it is, something that'll make you think. Hopefully, it'll make you, make you say, okay. So here we go, and then we'll be back with lessons of life.
I'm talking to that administrator. I'm talking to that nurse, that doctor. I'm talking to that student. I'm talking to that communicator. I'm talking to that pioneer, that inventor. I'm talking to that entrepreneur. I'm talking to that preacher. I'm talking to that person who refuses to stay where they are. I'm talking to that person that doesn't have a problem laying in obscurity, because you know that when you come out of the dark room, all eyes on you. We live in a culture of busyness, distraction, and noise. And sometimes the only way something's going to change is if we disappear. Sometimes you got to delete the app. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you. Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level in the relationship and a higher quality of living. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and get into a place where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut out the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on you? Focus on what matters. Why are you here? What is your destiny? The reason why you don't see it, the reason why it has not manifested, the reason why you are so frustrated is because you have not been willing to forsake all that you've been called to forsake and to follow through behind closed doors. Sure, you can talk about it. Sure, you can plan it. Sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can go to the conference and hear about it. You can read about it. But at some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. I'm talking to that man, that woman, that boy, that girl who feels the fire in their belly. It's time for you to shock the world. You may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to bounce around from couch to couch. You may have to sacrifice like nobody in your family ever has. But can you do it behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, when nobody understands the measure of passion that you carry? Can you keep going? Don't stop. You're right there.
Right there.
Go through the process in the dark room that prepares us and equips us for the stages of destiny.
It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourselves is not going to carry us in the stretch. That I've been this version of myself long enough that if I don't change, if I don't do something about this, then I'm going to find myself bankrupt.
Some of the most monumental and transformational portraits and pictures that we've ever seen were developed in the dark room. We celebrate athletes and we celebrate critical thinkers and innovators and actors, and we praise them and coin them our heroes, and we follow them by the millions. We love what they do in public, but you don't know the story behind the glory. You don't know the blood, the sweat. You can see the tears that they cried, the prayers that they prayed, the countless weeks where they went without sleep to get where they are. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're living. I'm just wondering if there's anybody here that wants their future, that wants to fulfill their destiny, and determination. I'm just wondering, is there anybody here that's willing to disappear? Are you willing to forsake all distractions? Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you hide yourself in the boardroom and plan and caucus and do what's required behind the scenes in order to manifest the moment? Can you hide yourself in your books? Can you hide yourself in your closet? Can you hide yourself in the prayer rooms? Can you hide yourself? We have this passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. Stop telling the world what you are about to do. Steve Jobs once said, "We do not say anything about future products. We work on them in secret, and then we release them to the world." We only have so much real estate in our minds and our hearts. We only have so much bandwidth in our mental capacity. And the more distractions, the more delusions, the more negativity that we allow to take up real estate in our hearts and in our minds, the less energy we have to fulfill the call, to fulfill destiny, to manifest the idea. Everything that you think about, that you meditate on, everything that has to your attention has to be worth your time. So now it's time to navigate and do an appraisal of everything that's in our life, everything and everybody in our life. Time to do an appraisal and ask them this question: are you worth my time? If you're not, it's time to unplug. Time to unplug. Time to unplug. I'm just wondering if there's anybody that can hear my voice right now that has come to the end of themselves and they are willing to eliminate distractions. They are willing to delete social media apps if they have to. They are willing to walk away from everything that is distracted, everything that has diluted your devotion and your determination, every disease and dysfunction and disorder that has pulled you from destiny after you have heard it, after you have received it, after you have written it down, after you have spoken it once. Do what is required to manifest it into reality. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Stop telling everybody what you're going to do. Stop telling everybody what your next move is, and just disappear.
Do it.
Do the work that is required. Don't be bitter. Don't be frustrated. Listen, just remain faithful behind the scenes. Promotion is coming. Stages and opportunities are being prepared right now as you sacrifice in secret, as you put the work in the dark room, as you do what is required to hold in your hand what you see in your hand. When no one is there to affirm you, when nobody's there to validate you, when nobody is there to agree with you, you build in the dark and you announce it when it's finished.
Alrighty then. Hope you got something out of that. Now, what would you do if you was a soldier and you stayed gone for 2 years and you came home and your daughter tells you you need to meet her new dad? Woo! I wouldn't be able to fly on the wall when that took occur. That happened to her. That happened to her. Well, let's just put it this way. It happened to somebody that I knew. So I'm just saying, I'd like to be a fly on the wall on that one. Your new dad, really? Is he paying the bills? I mean, where my money at then? Anyway, so much for that. We'll get into that conversation one of these other days. Anyway, right now it is time for Lessons of Life and the Word of the Day. The Word of the Day is my attempt to give you guys an opportunity to stretch your vocabulary, or to muster up different words in order to get your point across without getting fired from your job. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, and the word of the day is spelled A-S-T-U-T-E. A-S-T-U-T-E. For my military friends out there, that is Alpha, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Tango, Echo. Okay, I just got to keep that up in my mind. So just in case I got to go to Ukraine someplace, they call a brother back, I got to be ready to go. Okay, I got to be ready to go. So I got to remember that phonemic alphabet. Okay, I just got to remember, just in case somebody gives me a radio, I become a RTO or something like that. I mean, I won't be walking too fast, but I will. Anyway, the word of the day means having or showing an ability to notice and understand things clearly. No, it doesn't mean Kevin Elkins, although it should. In other words, being mentally sharp and clever. Now, I understand you probably think my name is the word, because I have the ability, okay, to notice and understand things clearly. In other words, I am mentally sharp and clever for the time being. There may come a day when I can't say that, but today, okay, that's me. So what is the word? The word is astute. So you go up to your teacher and you say, Mr. Johnson, I've been off all summer, but I am still astute, meaning having or showing an ability to notice and understand things clearly. In other words, being mentally sharp and clever. So I left here mentally sharp and clever, and I come back after 2 months off, and I'm still the same way. So you tell your teacher that you are still astute as you were then, now as you were then. Astute, A-S-T-U-T-E, astute. Having or showing an ability to notice and understand things clearly. In other words, being mentally clever and sharp. So if your teacher is coming to kind of slow that day, to be nice and say, Mr. Johnson, you don't seem too astute today. Is there something wrong? Okay, so he won't get mad at you because he'll figure that you care about him. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Now this one right here, this is a lesson you'll learn if you live alone. This is a lesson of life. LOL. Now don't mean laughing out loud. It means lessons of life. There's always going to be people in your life that remember you the way you were. People who won't let you change for nothing in the whole wide world. Well, when that happens, don't blame yourself, blame them. When that happens. And here's what you must do in order to make the transition complete from where you were to where you are. Forgive people who judge you by your past. They have forgotten somewhere along the way that they have one too. So go ahead, let them knock at the past door, because you don't live there anymore. Okay, remember, I like that. That's good stuff right there. Forgive people who judge you by your past. They have forgotten along the way that they have one too. So go ahead, let them knock at the past door. Don't bother you, because you don't live there anymore. So that's all you got to remember. It's their problem and not yours. Okay? It is Monday, July the 17th, 2023. It is the 198th day of this year. There are 167 days left, believe it or not. It was on this day in 1996, TWA Flight 800, a Europe-bound Boeing 747, exploded and crashed off Long Island, New York, shortly after departing John F. K. International Airport, killing 230 people on board. 1821, Spain ceded Florida to the United States. Whew, man. 1862, during the Civil War, Congress approved the Second Confiscation Act, which declared all slaves taking refuge behind Union lines were to be set free. In 1918, Russia's Tsar Nicholas II and his family were executed by the Bolsheviks. Don't know what that's all about. Got a hard enough time getting over the South. 1944, during World War II, 320 men, 2/3 of them African Americans, were killed when a pair of ammunition ships exploded at the Port Chicago Naval Magazine in California. Matter of fact, one of those guys alone, I believe he lives here, as a matter of fact. 1945, following Nazi Germany's surrender, President Harry S. Truman, Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill began meeting at Potsdam in the final Allied summit of World War II. 1954 was the year, I wasn't here yet, the two-day inaugural News Point Jazz Festival, billed as the first American jazz festival, opened in Rhode Island. Among the performers, the first night was Billie Holiday, who died in New York on this day in 1959 at the age of 44. 1955, Disney had its opening in Anaheim, California. 1961, on this date, Baseball Hall of Famer Ty Cobb died in Atlanta at the age of 74. 1975, an Apollo spaceship docked with Soyuz spaceship in orbit in the first superpower link-up of its kind. The year was 1981. 114 people were killed when a pair of suspended walkways above the lobby in Kansas City Hyatt Regency Hotel collapsed during a tea dance. 1997, Woolworth Corporation announced it was closing 400 remaining five and dime stores across the country, ending 117 years in business. And it was 14 years ago, former CBS anchorman Walter Cronkite, and that was the way it was, died in New York at the age of 92. Bombs ripped through two luxury hotels in Jakarta, Indonesia, killing 7 victims and wounding at least 50 more. 9 years ago, Eric Garner, an unarmed black man accused of selling loose, untaxed cigarettes, died shortly after being wrestled to the ground by New York City officers. A video of the takedown showed Gardner repeatedly saying, "I cannot breathe." Gardner's family received $5.9 million from the city in 2015 to settle a wrongful death claim. All 298 passengers and crew aboard a Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 were killed when the Boeing 777 was shot down over a rebel-held eastern Ukraine. Both Ukraine's government and pro-separatists denied responsibility. Broadway performer Elaine Stitch died at 89 in Birmingham, Michigan. Oh, we got another Birmingham. 5 years ago, amid criticism within his own party, President Donald Trump said that he simply misspoken when he said during a summit with Vladimir Putin that he saw no reason to believe Russia had interfered with the 2016 U.S. election. Well, don't worry about that, former President Trump. You were right. They did. Former President Barack Obama, speaking in South America, denounced Trump's policies without mentioning his name. Obama took aim at the politics of fear. You want to talk about the politics of fear? Woo-hoo. Democratic Party has that one all mastered all by itself. Resentment, retrenchment, and decried leaders who are caught lying. Like, just double down on the lies some more. Alex Bergman and George Springer hit back-to-back homers in the 10th inning, and the American League beat the National League 8-6 in an all-star game that included a record 10 home runs. And what day is it today? Are we celebrating? Well, the National Eat Your Vegetables Day. Hey, I can't skip me on that one. National Take Your Cat to Work Day. Okay, that's cool. Just make sure you take some of that stuff that cats like to, do their business on. Take some of that. Okay. Bunker Hill Day. Okay. Commemoration of General Don Martin Miguel of someplace. Don't know him. Let me see what else we got today. We got the Global Garbage Man Day. Hey, respect your garbage people. Okay. Okay. You want to know how important they are? Really? You want to know how important they are? Come on to the guys at Montgomery Sanitation. You know how important they are? Let them stop picking it up. Yeah, you'll figure that out then. Iceland Independence Day. Okay. National Apple Strudel Day. I don't really know what that is, but it sounds good. It sounds good. National Dump the Pump Day. Okay, I don't really know what that is. You got me on that one. National Gerald Day. If your name is Gerald in Montgomery today is your day. National Harrison Day. I know something about that name. Actually, that is one of my last names, but I never really use it, but that is one of my last names, Harrison. Anyway, so that's a day for me. I know that's a long story. Don't have time to go through it right now. National Jan Day. If your name is Jan, not January, but Jan, today is your day too. Okay. National Mascot Day. You know, mascots bring us luck, we think anyway, encourage participation, and make events more enjoyable for everyone. As a matter of fact, we had the McDonald's mascot up here the other day. National Mason Day. Mason jar. National Ralph Day. If your name is Ralph, I wouldn't want to be stuck with the name Ralph. Nah. That's just one of the names I just wouldn't want. Stewart. Okay, National Stewart's Root Beer Day. Nurses Assistance Day. Now you talking about a group of people who hardly ever get any recognition. Nursing Assistance Day. Hey, find yourself in a nursing home, find yourself in the hospital. You know, I'm telling you, these folks are God sent. So if you know somebody that's a nursing assistant or anything like that, listen, show them some love. Okay, show them some love. Give them free lunch or something like that. Show them some love. Okay. World Day to Comfort Desertification and Drought. Okay, I can't do nothing about that. Okay, anyway, those are some. Now, there's another, and I just found this word out the other day. Never heard this word before. Tessellation Day, whatever that is. Tessellation. Tessellation Day? Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. So, anyway, it's got something to do with numbers. Yeah, that's all I know. Tessellation Day. Don't forget, we'll talk a little bit more about this later on. This coming weekend is Alabama's back to school tax holiday. It's to start this coming weekend. Parents getting their kids ready for school, you know, all this stuff, you might want to save a little of that money up and get ready to spend some this weekend. At least you don't have to pay taxes, although they'll probably take the price up on everything 10%, so you're really not going to save much. But that's okay. We love you anyway. It's all good. Okay, I'm just saying it's all good. Saving a little bit is better than not saving any at all. Okay, so let's go to break, and we shall return in a minute.
On News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. The missing Hoover woman at the center of a possible abduction investigation returned home this weekend. Carly Russell disappeared Thursday on her way home from work after she reportedly saw a baby on the side of.
And I can't figure that story out. That's it. That's a good one right there. Pretty sure girl got a light show.
Saturday night, she returned home. An investigation. After a rash of crimes committed by teens and children, there's a proposed ordinance to implement a citywide curfew in Montgomery. Montgomery City Councilwoman Marsha Johnson has been working on the curfew for kids ages 17. The special session for Alabama's legislature to redraw the state district starts today.
I can show you a video a guy took to me a posse on the bypass.
Oh yeah.
That's
great. Like the overall legislation.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. No relief from the extreme heat.
It is really a hard time of year to live in Arizona.
Arizonans have seen 110-degree plus heat for 17 straight days now, and as CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us, they're not alone.
From the Miami area, where an excessive heat warning has been issued for the first time,
it's going to feel like 107 to 113 degrees, so certainly another scorcher.
To Texas.
The heat index will be close to 110 by Tuesday. In fact, this is dangerous heat.
In the Northeast, heat and smoke advisories as the Canadian wildfires continue to burn. That will also impact the Midwest, the Great Lakes, and parts of the northern High Plains.
In Bucks County, Pennsylvania, the waters are receding, but conditions are still challenging after floods that left 5 dead and 2 children missing.
We are not going to give up regardless. The weather is a factor, but at this point, we're going to continue the operation.
Fire Chief Tim Brewer, the children's mother and grandmother, died when their car was swept away. Their father and brothers survived. Russia has pulled out of the UN broker deal that kept Ukrainian grain flowing through Russian-occupied waters in the Black Sea. This hours after an attack on a key bridge. CBS's Charlie D'Agata is in Ukraine.
The focus this morning is on that bridge linking the Russian mainland to Crimea. The Russian government is blaming Ukraine plane for blowing it up using unmanned drones overnight. 2 people were killed, they say. Another person was injured. Doing damage to the bridge, enough damage that traffic was stopped for some time. It is the main artery for resupply from the Russian mainland to Crimea.
The man suspected of killing 4 people in Hampton, Georgia this weekend has died in a police shootout. Sheriff Reginald Scandrett telling reporters,
We engaged the suspect. The suspect returned fire and hit the ground running. We gave chase. Re-engaged the suspect. He produced a handgun again. Gunfire was exchanged. Suspect was neutralized.
no word on motive. Nearly 5 years after 11 worshipers were gunned down at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, a jury there is beginning the work of deciding if the gunman should get the death penalty. Legal analyst Lori Levinson tells us.
You can expect that this phase of the trial will probably be the most emotional phase. Typically, this is when the family members testify about how it impacted their lives and what they want. They're the ones most affected by this case.
Overseas, Elton John has been testifying for the defense at Kevin Spacey's sex assault trial. One of Spacey's 4 accusers has described being aggressively groped while he was driving the Oscar winner to the singer's annual party in 2004 or 5. John's husband has already testified Spacey wasn't there. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Designed for curious travelers. Viking offers all-inclusive voyages on all 7 continents, with no children and no casinos on board. Learn more at Viking.com.
When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Ray Magliotti here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
So, do you feel lucky?
This is Powerball.
CBS's Matt Piper says some big bucks are on the block tonight.
Powerball's jackpot has climbed to an estimated $900 million after there were no winners for Saturday's draw. The jackpot lasted in April, and Monday's drawing is set to be the 3rd largest prize in the game's history. While there was no jackpot winner in Saturday's drawing, 2 tickets sold in Texas and 1 in Colorado matched all 5 white balls. Those players are able to claim $1 million prizes. The Mega Millions jackpot, now at an estimated $640 million, is also on the rise. That next drawing is Tuesday, and the jackpot is the 7th largest in Mega Millions history. Matt Piper, CBS News.
The winner of this 3rd largest Powerball jackpot could take their pick at either $900 million paid out in yearly installments or a one-time $465 million payout. Still feel lucky? Well, your odds of winning are 292.2 million to 1. I'm Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hope, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Go with your gut. Go with Dynamite. 70% of your dog's immune system is based in the gut. So for overall health, good nutrition is vital. But how can you be sure your dog is getting the nutrition they need? A diet lacking proper nutrients can present issues like itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite is a delicious nutritional supplement created to boost your dog's overall health. And the reviews are incredible.
Poor Sam, he was a mess, always itching. Probably 2 weeks after he started Dinovite, I started to see improvements, and today 99% of his issues are non-existent.
Right now, try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio. That's DINOVITE.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
All righty then, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. It is a Monday morning, and pretty good. Hopefully feeling good. Also, you know, I'm doing all right. Still here. Woke up this morning on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of me. So good. We're doing okay. You know, I don't. Somebody, where in the world does you know? I thought it starts on the 25th of August, but I think I'm a little late on that one. I don't know when it starts. I don't really pay much attention, but somebody can tell me when it starts. That'd be nice. I think it starts on the 10th of is it the 25th or the 10th? Before I get into anything of a serious thing, I got a guest up at 7:30. So you guys, there's a play going to be happening here in Montgomery, and we're going to get them on and let them tell you. But I think it has something to do with like mental disease. From the looking at the publicity for it, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. But I'll talk to them when they call us about 7:30 here. Let me see, who in the world is this? Good morning, like I don't know who it is. Good morning. I'm doing fine. It's your time, Israel. It's your time. Mhm. Okay. All right. Yeah, 3 minutes is actually a long time. But I promise I give 3 minutes, so that's okay. That's good. Okay, yeah, okay. I just said yeah. So school starts back the 10th of August. Man, that's kind of early. Isn't it? They got May the 25th, I think. May, June, July. That's not even 3 months out. Yeah. Kids have a little time out. So, my son had a good time this school. Arizona last week. whenever that was, and I had a good time up there for about a week in the Upward Bound. And I have to tell you something. If your kids can get involved in Upward Bound, this is love, you call me, get a number, whatever. You need to get them involved in it. You really, really do. And the people who run the program with love, with Williams, they don't play. They don't play. You show some courage, you show some character. You have to show that you get folks over there. I have rarely seen a program ran by civilians that is run as well as this one. Listen, I'm always looking for a little chink in the armor. I'm always looking for it, right? I couldn't find any. I could not find any chink in the armor of the program, except to notice that a lot of those kids are a lot smarter than I was when it came to math. So if you can get your kids involved in Upward Bound, it is a fantastic program. If you need to get your number, or tell what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get Ms. Love one. And actually, she is the mother of our probate judge, Ms. Sheila. And so that boy comes from good start. And she runs that program. I'm just telling you, rarely have I had this many compliments for any government program. And most of the time, government and program together, it's not a combination that brings out confidence in me. This is the only one that I've ever been involved in, except the military. That really, and it does so many. It introduces the kids to different aspects of society. It introduces them to, if they need a little help with a particular subject they're not very good at, they help you with that. You go on the weekends, give you something to do, so you can just sit there alone and play games. They take you to different places, and it is just a great thing. You know what? In culture, this is the best use of government I've ever seen. I mean, it is just a fantastic program. And if you have any doubt or any thinking that your child might want to go to college, it is a great program. It's like a preparatory program. It helps them. I'm just saying, you listen. I'm not, and now it's a public school program, and it reaches in there, and you got to interview. Your kid can't be a hook. Your kid can't be a hooligan. Your kid's got to be respectful. You got to be a decent child. But I got to tell you, it is a great program. You get in it, let me know. If you need to put you in touch with the people, let me know. I'll put you in touch with them. Come on, who's this? I'm doing fine. Yeah. 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 I surely do. First of all, just because you're a school don't mean you're doing a good job. And just because you're a teacher in that school don't mean you're doing a good job. So parents, and since we have to pay for it, with our tax dollars, we ought to have a say-so in where our kids go. Because all schools are not equal. But wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I think it should be teacher choice. The schools don't do anything to anybody, but they refuse to move the bad element out of the school, bad teachers, lackadaisical attitudes. Then, we'll get the point. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're not paying for my child. You're not paying for my child. Wait, no. You're not paying for that child. We are. But you're wrong. Wait a minute. You're starting the premise off wrong. Yeah, but you're not paying for the child. That money's coming from me. No, yeah, you just said it. You keep saying that. You're not paying. But you're not paying. Look, you cannot get a conclusion if the information you put out is wrong. We are paying. The money that we already paying for our child goes to him. It's the taxpayer. But you're not paying. Yeah, but you're wrong. You're not paying. If I take Z and put Z in a private school, and no, I ain't no opinion. We paying, not you. If the state, wait, hold on, give me a second. If the state is paying $8,000 a year, okay, the state and local government are paying $8,000 a year per child. But your premise is wrong. But you keep saying you shouldn't pay. Yeah. But you're wrong. All right. As long as you know you're wrong. Yeah. Student loan. Student loan. Wait a minute. Student loans got nothing to do with student loans got nothing to do with it. No. A student loan is something you ask for. You don't have wait a minute. You don't have student loans for high school. But you don't have student loans. Will you agree with that? No, because you're wrong. You don't have student loans for high school. But you are wrong. I'm gonna give you one more minute with this foolishness. We'll be good. Because you putting out wrong information. Okay. Okay. Because you're wrong. You got 1 minute. Then I'm done. I'll shut up.
Most of these fans are hooping and hollering about Steve Jobs. From day one, there was no attention with the Niners, with kids, and with other teams. From day one, they put kids the elementary school, all what through their 12 years in schools, all these years in the 90s, okay? None of these fans are hooping and hollering, they were kids to the team. That wasn't their intention to bring the kids to public school anyway from the start. So why in the hell should I pay for this child to go to a school that you pay no attention to and start to start? Well, why should I pay for you to send your child to private school when you don't want to help us pay for my child student loan? Works both ways, sir.
You keep saying student loan. Student loan has nothing to do with public schools. It's not the same thing. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you something. Everybody in the county of Montgomery, everybody pays for public school. Everybody. Even if you never sent your child to a public school, you pay for it. Because some of them suck. Because some of them suck. All right, bye. I'm done. I'm done. I take a break. I'm done.
News Radio 1440.
Even we talk for a number of years. Without strength, we need strength. Together, we will not become strength.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Blaine, for kids in the American Happy Pediatrics. Plastic in the micro is a key element of clinical only during the day. Make sure you tune in so you never omit. There's things that happen in the dream that will help you tell you.
Okay, I got a guest calling in about 5 minutes, so let me see who this is. Who's going to thrill me with their brilliance. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I looked up, I know I found over the weekend that the law he's talking about is by the Department of Defense, and all he's doing is making them adhere to the law. Mm-hmm. Right. Outstanding. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he was right though. I don't know how slow white guy called him. Every now, yeah, every now and then. That's true. Okay, I appreciate. It. Yeah, they did find. And the law is the law apparently is it's concrete. You cannot do what Biden is allowing and wants to allow military people to do. It's law. Tuberville didn't make it. It was there when he got there. So again, the propaganda machine that is through here sometimes just absolutely. I, listen, I'll get back to this conversation as soon as I get done with my guest here because the world's going upside down and y'all part of it. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, good morning. Who's this? Richard. Good morning. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing it. So tell the folks what brings you to my airways this morning. Okay. Now, is this like a 1 day thing, or is it going to be for a couple of days, or is it a one night only? Mm-hmm. And what day is this? What day is the play going to be here? What day? Oh, oh, okay. And the show is about. Give me the premise of the show again. Mm. How much of this is how much of this play closely resembles reality? Yeah. Hmm. Mhm. 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 I belong to an organization called Hope Inspired Ministries, and we run into people who have those issues all the time. Um, how do you get your message across to somebody like me? I have never used drugs. I have never drank alcohol in my whole life. I've never done. Now, don't tell me what I have done. Let me tell you what I have done. But I've never used drugs. I never drank any of that stuff. So my empathy for people who do it is, how do you get across to people that drugs may not be your weakness, but therefore they don't really care about it. But we all got something that gets us. How do you make people empathetic to your plight, even because they have no clue? They don't know. I mean, I've never even drank the beer. So how do you get people like me to say, well, they shouldn't have took it. They shouldn't have did it. There's nothing else. Did nobody make them take that good thing out? Nobody made them take the. How do you get that how do you reach people? Uh, So what was your how did in church we say sometimes we say when you finally every week you go to church, however how often you go, you always do the altar call, right? And you sit there, not just that, not today, not today, I'll do it next time. And then the next time come, the next time come, next time come. What was your turning point? What happened that made you say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? Yeah, he'll take you back. I never heard it put that way. I never heard it put that way. That's true. He'll always take you back. Yeah. Mhm. And so that's what this play is about that circle of failure, redemption, and starting over. hmm So the name of the play is Silent Screen, and we're going to do that August the 5th. Davis here with the Real Downtown Montgomery. Not going to cost anything. Uh, and what time of the day is the play? Or the day in the daytime, nighttime? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it sounds like it is something that if you have any issues whatsoever, it sounds like something that certainly there's a message here. Um, the- the- and my concern again is I want to reach people who think like I do sometimes. Hey, I ain't every day. Why should I worry about it? Why should I worry about a drug head or a guy who gets alcohol? I don't care. How do you reach those? Okay. And the way to get the tickets is what's the name of that website again? Okay. So and that's the only way to get them. So you just put your name and stuff like that, and you get. But I gotta say, if I can get a couple. Now, how many can you get at one time? Right. Yeah, I think I'll get me in trouble and get some way on the air because I think it's going to be thought provoking and maybe even healing um, for some people. Because we all got something. We all have something that we can't control in our life. It is part of human nature. It is part of the human experience. We all got something. So your problem may not be this, and it may not be that, but there is something that gets us all, and nobody knows it but us. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so one more time. Okay. So August the 5th at the Davis Theater. It's silent? Was it silent? I forgot what it was. Okay. Yeah, silent screen. Yeah, that's scary. That's kind of scary. But anyway, tickets are free. Go to Eventbrite, Bright, or Brit. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's going to be good. I want to meet you guys when you guys get to town. Don't come through my town and not say hi to it, brother. And I'll probably come down. If nothing else, maybe we get you on the air for a morning while when you get here. We'll talk more. Anyway, Silent Screen, August the 5th. The tickets are free, free. And you make some. You know what just might happen. You just might learn something. You just might learn something. Yeah, good. And if it don't change your life, you can use it to change somebody else's, you know. Outstanding. Well, guys, thank you for getting there. Where you guys at now? You in Birmingham? Oh, Sylacauga. Oh, that's in Florida. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. They got some name. Yeah, oh, Jim Neighbors. Yeah, Gomer Pyle. Yeah, Gomer Pyle. Well, that's outstanding. Okay. Listen, guys, thanks a lot. Let's talk one more time before the play gets here. And we'll do it again a couple more minutes. But Silent Screams is going to be at the Davis Theater on August the 5th at 3 o'clock. And the tickets are free, but they don't have a whole lot of tickets left. So if you want to get one, you need to go to Eventbrite, Eventbrite.com, I guess, and get your ticket. But if you're not going to come, don't take the ticket because there are people who, if you get the ticket, yeah. But thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you taking the time out this morning with me, and I may have to show up too. Cause I don't drink or smoke or nothing like that, but I got issues. I got issues, so I ain't gonna act like I'm perfect. I got issues too. We all do. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you when you get here. All right, guys. Bye. Yeah, we all got issues. I got mine. You got yours. 7:44 in the morning. Take a break, and we'll be back. Talk about some things. Today, the legislature comes back in session to screw us, glue us, and tattoo us. And if you believe that this redistricting special session has anything to do with you as a voter, oh, that's the biggest lie ever told to mankind. In the world of politics, it's got nothing to do with you as the voter. And it's all to do with the political party. And you're not part of it. Look at that. As a matter of fact, to prove my point, anybody get a letter from the governor's office? Say, what do you think? Yeah, exactly. We'll be back.
People who complete their ministry, it costs less. People are happier with it. That's something that you do, and that's minister. You minister to be able to help your concern to the family. $500 a month, and that's huge. It's also true that people will live more satisfied after making a switch. The company is satisfied with the minister with the typical health insurance.
huge nation network. So, yeah, you can see the people and make it better. Imagine being happy with all your people building up. We can call me, we can happy with. We can call right now and look like we can see very, very small. Here's the number you need: 855-51 Bible. That's 855-51 Bible. 855-51 Bible.
Hey everyone, let's all smile and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments. It doesn't matter because every time dads like us take a moment like that, it's tremendous. So let's take a moment to well, 877-491 is a part of the document. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Human Services. It's good.
Monday through Thursdays at 6.
When it comes to real life, whenever you want to get through that, you can find it at SmarterThatNet.org, a 311 resource from the nonprofit National Network for Financial Education. It's an easy place to start when you want to get started.
Telling you like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. On News Radio 1440.
Also, let me take a little time out here to congratulate the First Lady of the city, Ms. Reed. They had this MGM, she got this Move MGM health and wellness thing over the weekend. I think it was Saturday, and 8 o'clock at the YMCA soccer complex. Evidently, she's getting people moving and running. Listen, y'all call me when you have a let's ride. I want to be in the Move convoy. Okay, I want to be able to ride. I don't want to be running no more. I still can't figure out why people run marathons. I can't figure it out. I don't know. I mean, why do people climb mountains though? I don't know, because they're there, I guess. I don't know. But there's nothing funny though, but not staying in some semblance of shape. So on the serious side, we need to stay in some semblance of shape because there are people, and it's hard enough to survive staying in shape. So get out there, let's move. Okay, I've never met the mayor's wife. Now, she's never been up here. Kim talked to me about let's move. So I'm gonna see if I can make that call and get her up here. Let's talk about it. I mean, if you ever want to have an influence, and now it's kind of good for election next month. As a matter of fact, starting tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for the election. So after tomorrow night, we'll find out who's running and who's not. We're just talking. We'll be playing. We don't know. We'll know after tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow. That'll be 1 month. 1 month before the election. And now all you potential candidates out here, okay? All you potential candidates out there, we will not do interviews on election day, okay? So if you want to come up here And since I'm the most influential talk show host in Montgomery, it would seem to me that you people ought to get together and text me or call me. Let's work it out now. Don't wait till the last minute because I won't be playing. Okay, my text number is 334-241-9998. Okay, I'm not gonna try to fit you in because you wait till the last minute to want to get up here. Okay, that's right. Me, I am number one. You see, I'm the man. Okay, longest running, smartest guy there is on the radio, and so I can make you or I can break you. I'm just telling you. That's the way it goes. So if you want to impress the hell out of me, come up here and answer some questions. Okay, that's all I'm saying. 860-1440 is the number here. So give us a call. Let's talk whatever in your mind. I can't believe that guy talking about student loans in high school. I can't believe talk about that. What's that all about? I don't know. I can't tell you. I cannot tell you anything about that. Let me see what this is. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, it's Steve. Yes. It doesn't do anything for the voter. Nothing. It does nothing. It helps the political party. It does not help you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Again, it's not about. No, it isn't. They've been, brother. No, it isn't. They've been redistricting for 30 years. They don't matter. And guess who it helps? Guess who it helps? The parties. It helps the party. Yeah. We got representation now at the state level. Hey, Steve, let me ask you a question. Steve, let me ask you a question. There you go. Let me ask you a question. Hey, did you get the letter? Yes. From the government. No, from the governor's office or anybody's office that asked you what you thought about redistricting. Did you get a letter from your representative? Did you get a letter from anybody? It is the issue. It's a fraud. Because they make you think that by them redistricting the landlines here, that somehow you're gonna benefit from this. We have never benefited from it. They do it every 10 years. It's a fraud. Because it's about the party. It's not about you. Wait a minute. You just made my point. Wait a minute. You just made my point. That's right. These people, when they find themselves in a predominantly black, a gerrymandered district, all of a sudden they become Democrats or they become Republicans. It's about the party. I ain't right. Well, let me ask them. Every 10 years, wait. Every 10 years, we do the reapportionment thing. Black folks are still in the same position now they have been in since I have been here. Well, that'll wake you up. So absolutely. And even if you Right, but even if you vote, wait a minute, even if you vote like I did for Morgan, the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, hell, they'll take the person out that I voted for and throw them away. All right, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I didn't know. Again, redistricting is not for the voter, it is for the party. Got nothing to do with that. Okay, listen. Okay, I hear you, brother. Listen. Whatever that is you smoking, give me some. Okay, because they've been redistricting for every 10 years. And black folks and poor folks in the same position now they were then. It doesn't do anything for us as people, only the parties. We'll be back.
On News Radio 1440.
That's right, voting district, not people district.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. The Ukraine isn't confirming it bombed that crucial bridge linking Russia-occupied Crimea to Russia.
The truth is that one broken Russian bridge means fewer broken Ukrainian lives, because this bridge is being used to supplement Russian army in the occupied Crimea and the occupied territories in the south of Ukraine with additional resources.
Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba on CBS Mornings. In Pennsylvania, 2 children remain missing after their family car was swept away by floodwaters this past weekend.
We continue to look for the 2 children. We are not going to give up.
Fire Chief Kim Brewer, the children's mother and grandmother, died. Their father and brothers survived. The coast-to-coast heat wave isn't going anywhere fast. It's likely to worsen over the next few days, and it's ignited new wildfires in already parched California.
Here in Riverside County, California, triple-digit heat for the rest of the week with an excessive heat advisory in effect through tomorrow evening. Cal Fire warning a single spark could ignite another wildfire.
CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti. Americans are alone. China just recorded a record reading of just under 126 degrees. Before the year 2000, black suicide rates were among the lowest in the USA. Not anymore, says Mrs. Jim Priscilla.
Suicide rates among young black people from 10 to 24 years old rose nearly 40% from 2018 to 2021. That's according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. One possible reason for the staggering increase, racism and discrimination against children, is now ever present with the rise of social media.
If they're in better focus, anybody that's black that's in a better position is because they work their ass off. It has nothing to do with these political parties. Nothing. Because they got out of work, they got out of school, they've been working 2 or 3 jobs. It's got nothing to do with you. The apportionment at all.
Continues to lead to challenges in domestic in Miami last night, Inter Miami CF soccer fans braved torrential rains to welcome their new star player, global star Lionel Messi, introduced the owner of Queens.
Soccer's boring.
Ahead of the opening bell from Wall Street, the ball futures are down 19 points. This is CBS News.
end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Just for now, Naval. I'm Martin Hope, and we invented Navage to make breathing your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction, or staying around the back of the nose and the other nostril. It can touch on everything. Nearly 40% who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, people like Dan, a verified Navage user who writes, I had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this was a gimmick, but one use time, I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, the Navage is the safe, no-fix solution you've done it before. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Navage. OGE, clean nose, healthy life.
A British woman became a French sex symbol. And activist.
Singer Jane Birkin charged France with her English grace, natural style, and social activism. She spoke with CBS Sunday Morning in 2018 about her controversial hit song, I Love You, Me Neither, written by her eventual husband. Birkin reflected on the first time she heard the song in public.
Before when I was in 14 years old, I sensation I feel it was difficult. But then the hope goes around it, around the BBC. It was in the
It's not remembered for music, the Birkin bag became one of the world's most expensive luxury items after a Hermes bag that bore her name. Jane Birkin was 76. CBS News.
From fashion icons to fashion profiles, one state media report the country's religious police have resumed their controversial patrols to ensure women obey dress codes and cover their hair. I'm Vicky Barker, CBS News.
I think it was
there's a saying, America's military never leave a fallen. Warrior Project. Leave a fallen warrior. Learn more about what we do at the Warrior Project.
Raymond Rush here for eBay Motors. So in order to do everything to your car, you try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the side. Get it right the first time with eBay guarantee. If you see the tip, you know that. Here's the
Oh, little bird flag for you. The first time. Oh, yeah. There you go. Dang it. 1972. What was I doing in 72? I don't know. I was too young to even think about it. This guy. All right, leave that alone. 860-420. A lot of things to talk about right now. Tax day. Don't forget taxi. The whatever that thing is for taxes when you go buy your kids stuff for school. I got to do this one more time. One more year, then I'm done. Free tax thing. You don't pay tax on certain things. Not everything, but certain things you don't have to pay taxes on if you get it for your school this weekend. Okay. Curfew. Yes. We need a curfew. We need one all day long. Okay. No child has any. So Marcia Johnson, give her. That's my. They put me in her district now, so I got to support her when she right. We need a thingamajigger, or whatever that thing is called, curfew. If you're 17 years old, you have no business being walking the streets of Montgomery at 12 o'clock at night. None. Okay, none. Okay, and if you're coming from work, you all got a driver license. You all just be going to the house. 860-1443. Who this is? Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Why the hell are you listening? I mean, Steve, who? Yeah. I know that. Right, but it's about the party. It's about the party. Yes, it does. Validate what I'm saying. It's about the party. It's not about me. It's about the party. They put people in districts so the party can win and not me win as a voter. Go right ahead. It does have something to do with the party. Again, the redistricting, it has all to do with party. It has all to do with party. You can say what you want. I've been here 30 years in this city, and they keep redistricting all these things every 10 years. And black folks can't even get internet down in the black belt. It's the same crap every 10 years. It does not help the average voter, but it certainly helps, okay, the party. Because if black folks are going to vote 98 percentile Democrat. There's no ambiguity about that whatsoever. Black people will so you have a better chance of winning as a Democrat if you pack black people like sardines into a district, okay, for the party. Got nothing. They don't give a crap about the individual voter. I've been here long enough now to see how they see this game play for year after year after year after year after year. The black folks in the same show, same thing. Now they talk about, oh, we're gonna get some. 10 years ago, we're gonna get some internet down in the Black Belt. Right now, the president's gonna send $1.4 billion to Alabama so we can get some internet. Funny, have you heard anybody starting to work? No. No. As a matter of fact, hell, the Black Belt, for all the money they said they sent to the Black Belt ought to be the most prosperous district, prosperous area of Alabama right now. Because they don't get the money. Somebody in the party gets the money, and they split it up between their buddies. So don't give me that crap. The redistricting has never been for the individual. It has been for the party. That's why they stack and pack black folks in the district so they can make sure that they get the advantage, because they know black people, and we're so stupid as a group sometimes until we tether ourselves to this Democratic Party, and they don't even have to work for you anymore. They don't even have to promise you anything anymore. All you do is go down there and vote for them. And you haven't got anything for it, and you won't get anything for it this time either. Now, good morning. Yes. I am serious. There we go with some of that crash stuff again. No, I'm making it. I'm telling you what to do to get it, make it different, and it's not getting stacked and packed in a district. Wait. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Wait. If you think that packing black folks in a district has helped, I'm gonna give you your time. Just let me ask a question. Give me one example. I'm gonna let you talk, but give me the paradigm change in the lives of black folks in Alabama because they all vote Democrat. Give it to me. Those are individuals. I'm talking about the people. How has that helped us, man? How has that helped black folks? You got individuals. How does that help? How has that helped us as a people? How has that helped us? Now we got more black folks in jail, more black folks always first. I mean, how has that helped the paradigm shift of black folks in this country? Obama didn't do nothing for nobody. Obama only did for Obama. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm hoping y'all was more intelligent than this. I'm talking about now, brother. I'm talking about now. I ain't talking about the Whig Party. Okay. And the Republican people are doing a hell of a lot better than black folks are doing in America. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Y'all keep putting this gobbledygook out. Okay, listen. Keep putting this gobbledygook out about history, and black folks still suffering as a people. No, because they don't because they don't have the gonads. That's why. Okay, I hear you, brother. Okay. Don't put that. Then your job is to come on this station and convince me and everybody else to vote for you because you have a plan that you're working. Listen, it don't take courage to go where there's no battle. It doesn't take any courage at all to go there. If you got some courage, you come up here. Okay, I got you. Sometimes that 8:18 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. Proposal of a curfew. Right. Mm-hmm. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, we probably need to check on that. Anyway, 8:20 in the morning. I got to take a break. We'll be back, but you know, people have been doing the same thing. Somebody once said the definition. I think it was Einstein. The definition for insanity is to keep doing the same thing the way you've always done them and expect a different result. I have been in this city since 1991. Raised two boys here. I'm listening to the same crap now that I've heard since I've been here. And even though a curfew may not be the answer to all of our social ills, but however, it is a tool. If you're going to build a house, it takes more than the hammer and the nail. This is merely a tool in the tool chest of things to try to get something under control. These kids are out of control in this city. And even though I don't expect the police to go around purposely looking for people, okay, who are out, they got more things to do than that, especially as short as we are. But if in fact you run into an issue and there's somebody underage that is out there involved in that issue, you can charge them with something else. Okay, violation of the curfew. Okay, they don't need to be. Nobody 17 years old and below needs to be on the streets of Montgomery. If they're just getting off work, that's something else, and they can get a pass or whatever the case. However, they do that in the city. I don't know how they do that. But anyway, so we'll be back. And again, redistricting does not help us as individuals. It helps the Democratic and the Republican Party. Has nothing to do with you. Because if it did have something to do with you, how come you didn't get a letter? How come nobody asked the general public? Why didn't somebody put it on a ballot or something and say, hey, what do you think we should do? It's always the same people putting in the maps for the redistricting. We stack black folks like they are sardines in a can so the Democratic Party can get more black folks to vote for them. That's all we have done since the time I have been here. We damn sure ain't getting a hell of a lot out of it economically. We'll be back.
Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Window World River Region. Increase home value and decrease energy bill with window siding, doors, and more from your locally owned Window World.
All products made in the USA with convenient financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Search Window World River Region today.
Good morning, Montgomery, 85 north and southbound just outside of Pike Road. We've got trouble there due to an accident and construction. 65 southbound running slow from the North Boulevard back to Cusada, and there's an accident Birmingham Highway at J Street. Summer's here, and the weather has it all. Visit your common shop, Montgomery Cardiovascular Health and Fitness Center and more. Festival Plaza, Tater and Falls. Collier's Managed Development. Buckle up, it's the law from Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major Delay.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
The Democratic donor class, this was in Breitbart, and CNN is reporting that Democratic donors are now trying to figure out how to replace Biden as their party's candidate. I told you this was not an accident. These things did not come out of a vacuum where Democrats are attacking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris the way they are. This is all part of what is the establishment Democratic radical socialist New Green Dealers. They want him gone and they want Kamala gone. Now, some of you said, well, Hannity, why you give time to Gavin Newsom? Because I want you to know and understand who the likely replacement is going to be.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Support U.S.-funded resources. Phoenix Capital Group invites you to invest in the heart of America with our domestic energy corporate bonds. At Phoenix Capital, they connect you with private investor principal with direct investments in domestic energy assets. Your venture into these U.S.-backed equities can gain up to 9 to 12% annual interest paid monthly. It's a vote of confidence in the American dream and in the unwavering spirit that built our nation. And to find out more, download the Phoenix Capital Group's free investment packet today. It's at phxonhannity.com. Investments in bonds have a certain amount of risk associated with it, and you should only invest if you can afford to bear the risk of loss. And before making any investment decisions, you should carefully consider and review all risks. I love you. You can diversify your investments and earn 9 to 12% APY. Download the Phoenix Group's free investment packet today. It's at phxonhannity.com.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend OG not only has great financial insight, it's laid back with humor too.
Dollar cost averaging works because everything else doesn't at a different way. The dollar cost averaging works every time. You just keep buying. 60% of the time, it works every time. People spend a lot of time, OG, worrying about where to buy.
This is really simple. You should invest when you have the money, and you should withdraw the money when you need the money. There it is. I think they call that a mic drop.
The Stacking Benjamin Show, available on YouTube or wherever you listen.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
Quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospitals, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
Here's the voice of the conservative millennial, Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
I'm this American. It is 8:27 here in the great city of Montgomery, Alabama, the capital of Alabama. Although you wouldn't know it sometimes. Anyway, good morning to you all. Even this is your 860-1440. You want to text me 241-9998. I stand by my assertion. I stand by it. Absolutely. Okay. I am absolutely I'm dogmatic in that. I've been there 31 years. It's the only city I have ever lived in this long. I know more about Montgomery than I do South Bend, Indiana. Okay, and I'm telling you, from what I've seen, not much of a change. And one thing, before I go back to the phone, most high crime neighborhoods in America are in the Black community. Most schools that are failing are in the Black community, whether that's Baltimore, Maryland, St. Louis, Missouri, Nashville, New York City. It's either Black or Hispanic. There's a group of people in this country, Black folks included, that are considered insignificant. They're considered insignificant. Why would you? We spend more time teaching them how to take boys and turn them into girls than we do teaching them A, B, C, D, and E, F, G. We do. We care more about the homosexual community, the LGBT community, than we do a top-notch education system in Black communities across this country. Okay, pick a city, pick a major city in America, and look at the educational level. Look at what's going on in our schools. The most impoverished neighborhoods in America in our major cities are Black communities. Okay. So, listen. If the Democratic Party is doing so much, and if this redistricting thing is doing so much for it, then why are we at the bottom of the rung of everything? Okay? It's almost like we don't want excellence. The leaders of the Democratic Party don't want excellence. Because you know why they don't want excellence? They don't want excellence because excellence means you don't need them anymore. So let's just give us another program, and we'll be happy. Oh yeah, what was the first thing that Biden did when he got in the White House? He upped the food stamp allotment. Like that's going to change our lives. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, 860-1440. Come on, who's this? Yeah. Come on. It just really is. Mm-hmm. Because they bring with them an expectation of excellence. Seems to be. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Democrats do. Yeah. And that's fine, right, and that's fine, but at least we will eliminate the element of teenagers and pre-teenagers. And someone will try it, someone will still try to go out there, unless you have been emancipated, you know. Yeah. No, and I'm just telling you, right, don't go around looking for it, but if you happen to run into it, then that's something else you can add to the chart. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a tool, right. It's just a tool in the box. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I mean, look at the 18-year-old. Look at the 8-year. Yeah, look at the 8-year-old last week. This is not a solution to our problem. It is merely just one of the tools that you open the toolbox and something you can use. But it ain't. You know, I don't expect police to go around looking for people who are out and about at night. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we can't even get guys to join the military or join because of the woke. I'm just telling you. Hey, appreciate it. Let's go back to one more call. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Then why do they gerryman? Wait a minute. Why do they gerryman? They'll go way on the other side of town, grab a neighborhood or two, and bring it into the predominantly Republican or conservative neighborhoods. Okay, just to say that they have, and they'll go to do exactly the opposite to bring black folks into more black folks into the Democratic voting precinct. So this is. Mhm. Again, we haven't seen what they're doing yet. Okay. hmm They took me out of my wait. They took me out of my district that I was in. I was pleased with my representation and made so Insler would actually win that district by putting more blacks in it who were Democratic. Yeah. Well, I've always been in. I was in Brubaker's district and then Barfoot. I think I'm still in that district as far as Senate seat goes. Well, yeah. Man, I ain't thinking about that under 50 dollars. I can understand. They finna build them a big old house. Yeah, they need something. Well, yeah. Well, I will say one thing. If your floors are flooding, it may be time for a new state house. Yeah. Well, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. Oh, one more thing. We're probably the only city in Alabama that is split between three, not one, not two, but three congressional districts. Why is that? Wait. Why is that? Which means, which means that we are insignificant on either one. Yeah. Good. We need to do that here too. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, we need to start putting some parents in jail. Absolutely. Got to take a break. It is 8:38 in the morning, right here on News Radio. We need to start going to the house, take the child to the house, get the handcuff for the parents, and put them in jail. Unless they have made it known through some government agency that their child is incorrigible and won't mind. In that case, put them on DYS. Give them some training. Okay, yeah, we got to start doing that. They don't do that. I feel like one. Wouldn't do that. Somebody to All righty then. We are back this morning. 8:44 in the morning, about 15 minutes left. Nope. You want to give a scholar? I stand by my assertion. I'm not, I'm not bagging off of that. Redistricting does not help the average person. It helps the party, not you. Good morning. Who's this? Well, listen, I agree with you. It's a Herculean task, but you don't. Well, I hear you, but you do not just say forget it because you think it's going to be an answer. Again, we got policemen going up down the freeway. You can't stop everybody from speeding, but you don't worry about the ones you don't catch. You worry about the ones that you do. Okay, nobody 17 years old and below needs to be on the streets of Montgomery at 12 o'clock at night. Nobody. So that's just my saying. Good morning. Who's this? Oh yeah, that other Democrat. What's up? Good morning. Now, will it be on? Let me answer. Will it be on Facebook Live or anything like that? I'm just saying because everybody can't get down there anyway. But I'm saying it would be nice if we could still observe the process if we could do it on Facebook and things like that, like or YouTube, whichever we want to do it. Right. Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And so then we'll find out who actually is running, who's just not saying it. Right, right. All right. Do me a favor. If you guys could would you guys have a map on the wall of our because a lot of us have been screwed, glued, and tattooed. We don't know which district a lot of us are in. If y'all could put that up there on the wall someplace, we'd be most appreciative. Because most of them, they've taken us out of our district now. Another redistricting thing that's supposed to help everybody, and done it now. So now most of them don't know what district we're in. That's the manipulation of the voter. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. Hold it. Don't let me get that one person, one vote thing there. So that means one person. So, wait a minute. So that means if I vote for somebody, the vote should be counted. Okay. No, the vote should be counted. But no. But they threw my vote away. I threw my and 9,000 other people. They threw it in the garbage. I ain't mad at that. 9,000 people they threw it in the garbage. Anyway, okay, so that's gonna be Wednesday. That's the day after qualifying, which is tomorrow. And the place that is going to happen, it's a meeting. It's not a forum. You just get to meet some of the people who you heard about, and some people you never heard about down there. And this is strictly going to be the Democrat. Well, actually, this is a nonpartisan race, but we know who's Democrat. Yeah, we know who's Democrat and who's Republican. So, but okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, well, good. Well, and don't forget to remind us on Wednesday morning that that's going on. Yeah, one man, one vote. I hear you. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. It's 8:50 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? I'm not gonna say any dumber than Republicans, but listen, I'm not gonna say dumb. As a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, I had to argue about that. I think they're quite smart. Democrats normally it may take them a while to get there, but they'll get to where they want to go. You know, we got girls, we got men now on girls' teams all across America, mainly because of Democrats. You know, women can't go out to women's sports anymore because the guy who thinks he's a woman now can join the sport with her. You know, hey, you know, every guy that is joining a woman's team because he identifies as a woman wins. You know why he wins? Because men are different than women. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that alone for the time being. But that's what the Democrats say. Yeah. So no, they're not dumb at all. At the end of the day, though, here's my thing. Let me be serious for a moment. At the end of the day, if we want to be worthy of our place in the world, of the respect that has been garnered by the lives of people, all colors, wrong and right. If we want to be worthy of those sacrifices, I think there's some basic fundamental things that we ought to adhere to. Honor, common sense, intelligence, the basic fundamental human right things. And understand that what goes on in a person's bedroom, whatever weirdo idea they think they are, that's fine. But we don't need to divide our nation in a gender, or at least I think I'm a certain gender kind of prerequisite. Okay, and the most stupid one is pronouns. All of these years, it's been Mr., Mrs., Ms., and Miss. And we go with that. But now it's I, them, him, sham, and us. See, so we need to get back to some basic, fundamental, common sense things in this country. Or if we're going to survive. If we don't, we will be speaking Chinese, probably not in my lifetime, but you know, the late great United States will be gone. Okay? We are trying so hard to fix what happened a long time ago that we don't see what's happening now in our country. We are dividing our country. Dividing, and not for the good. That's just one black man's opinion. Take a couple of calls and I get out of here this morning. Good morning, who's this? Yes, hello. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Good morning. Yes. 32 on. Well, that's the representative's job, not mine. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't think they could have made it better. I think they didn't make it better. Because something about power, power, once you get it, it's like an aphrodisiac. You know, they got it, they there, and all the things that they said before. Well, the silent voices that we don't hear publicly gets to whisper in their ear and tell them that their crap don't stink. Well, again, well, I imagine you can if you have enough chutzpah and enough influence. I imagine you could. Wait a minute. You say, wait. So you're telling me that Tuberville voted against the broadband money? $1.4 billion. You feel like millions of dollars have already been spent on the broadband, and it has yet to appear. So maybe Tuberville wasn't wrong because we've been getting. Well, let me call his office and make sure that's absolutely right. He go again. Wait a minute, it was 1974. He was in high school like I was. I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened in 1974, man. Okay, all right. We don't see. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Stop it. And again, some of that's because of our own fault. Because we keep voting for people give us a song and a story, and then after they get elected, we don't hear the story or the song. You can. If people get out and vote, they absolutely could. I think you can. You can't just wait a minute. You can't just be black though. You can't just be black. I think you could. I think you could. Okay. And, okay. But either way, we can put in who we want to put in who willing to get out and vote. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prove my point. You wait. I'm gonna prove my point. I'm gonna run for governor. I'm gonna run for governor. Okay, I'll make it. Arteria Davis ain't Kevin Elvis. Okay, I got the red, white, and blue, baby. I got the red, white, and blue. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, I think I will. Just to prove to black folks, you can put a black man in the governor's house if he got some brains and some chutzpah, and he got the cooking to get the job done. That's why I'm going to run for governor. We'll see. Governor Elton. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, we'll be back. We go good time. You are my love, you're my love. Yeah, another district.
To be exploited by Ukraine, the labor accused Moscow of but the key thing starts now. Whether this jury wants to or because unelected fathers. To Kentucky, and what was represented Jordan $700 worth more than $1 million. This is CBS News.
Higher quality candidates fast. You need the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Have you Googled yourself?